G'day YouTube. Hello everyone and welcome back to Real Masters Video Shed for a massive Laserdisc update. I have Lethal Weapon #1 playing in my CLD 2950. It gave me a massive heart attack for about 10 seconds when I put the disc in. It closed. I pushed to close the tray. The tray closed, but then it made this funny noise, and then it spat the tray out again, and I thought, oh no! But I pushed the button again. It's all good. It does this every just now and then. I'm going to take it in and get it serviced pretty soon. It's only 88 bucks to get that done, but have a look what's in here. Massive Laserdisc update. There are a massive amount of Laserdiscs here. Okay, this morning at 7 AM I went to the Lions Club open day. Well, it's like they've had their little garage sale going on, and I was there during the week, like I told you in the previous video I had done. And so I picked up a couple of films, Lethal Weapon 2 and Weekend at Bernie's. I've gone there this morning, given them $100 to pay for the player that wasn't working at the time but now does, and for all these discs and all these and all these. So let's go through the entire collection of my of Laserdiscs that I have scored today. I haven't counted them all, but there may be up to 100 here. I could be wrong, but there's a lot. Okay, let's start over on the left side. I've cleared some room here to a shelf there to put the new editions up on the shelf. Lethal Weapon 3 with Joe Pesci. Now this is a widescreen edition. I did have this when I was younger. Before I had a Laserdisc player, but I basically tore it up, and the disc is still there, but I tore the cover up and did some stupid things with it. Now I've got a whole stack of Steven Seagal films. This is my personal favourite, Hard to Kill. And Kelly LeBrock is in this one as well. Fantastic movie. Out for Justice, another one of Seagal's films. This series of movies that he did are actually really good, and they've stood the test of time for me anyway. This is a widescreen version of this one. Some of them are not widescreen versions. They do release usually a pan and scan version and a widescreen of every film for those who don't like black bars, unless you've got a widescreen TV. Marked for Death. Sorry about the glare, guys. This is a bit yeah, the light's getting in the way here. So, Marked for Death. This is the original released by CBS Fox. I might just take the other light off and see how that goes. A bit of a shadow, but that's not too bad. Okay, so yeah, here we go with Marked for Death. Good little film. So that's another one on the Laserdisc collection. I've already got Under Siege. I've just put that together with the other Steven Seagal films to get those together. I like to keep them all together by actor or by distributor or by category, like horror, etc. Tango and Cash. I finally got a widescreen version of this, and I've always loved this movie. So there's another fantastic Laserdisc. Alien 3 widescreen edition, and this is probably one of my favourites of the Sigourney Weaver films that she did, and I actually thought this one was quite innovative. Actually, I mean the whole story was definitely different, and I liked the way that the creature had actually changed. I really thought that was quite good. I have got the whole Alien series on tape, and I've also got Aliens, the definitive edition of both the first and the second one on disc. Now moving along to a few Clint Eastwood films. Hang 'Em High. Notice the price there, 73 bucks. That's what it cost originally. Probably here in Australia. That I haven't seen that one before, so I'm looking forward to checking that out. Now, there's a few other ones here. I'll get back to the Clint Eastwood films shortly. There's Bird on a Wire. And yeah, I went to the cinema to see this back in the late 80s, early 90s. And I've actually got a VHS copy of it. I did have the poster of that too. Here's a couple of RoboCops. Unfortunately, they're not the definitive edition that I think there's a guy, LaserDude81 is his name on YouTube, and he's got a definitive edition of RoboCop 1, possibly a UK version, maybe an American one. But I've got RoboCop 1 and 2 now, that's great. There's Lethal Weapon, which is playing right there. And that's not widescreen, the other two are. And The Last Boy Scout. Excellent film, I really enjoyed that. Widescreen, of course, this one. And I haven't seen much of Damon Wayans for a long time. I'm not sure what he's up to these days. I'm not really into keeping tabs on celebrities, I'm not into that so much. But Last Boy Scout, if you haven't seen that, check it out, it's really good. Well, the original release on Laserdisc of Predator. Now, who doesn't like Predator? Come on. What a classic film, what a great friggin' action movie. I don't know what the quality of this print will be, but I'll certainly give it a red hot viewing. 107 minutes. So this is the original release, and from 1987. Gee, tell you what, the years have gone by pretty fast. I remember when this was a brand new release. Holy shit. I was working in a video store then. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This doesn't look like a widescreen edition, sadly. Golden Harvest film. And of course we know about Golden Harvest, don't we? They were the ones that Bruce Lee did films with. Here we go. Deluxe letterbox edition of The Good, the Bad and the Ugly. Now it's got black and white pictures here, but it is in colour. And it's a big gatefold, I think. Or is it? Actually no, it's not. It's just a two disc set, but it's not a gatefold, sadly. So there we go with that one. Now, Jetsons the movie. Good little hour and a quarter-ish length movie. I've always loved the Jetsons. Good stuff. Home Alone 2 from the late John Hughes. Sneakers. This is a good film. Very interesting. And of course River Phoenix was in this one. Ever since I saw Stand By Me, I really liked River Phoenix, and sadly he's no longer with us. Here's a THX Laserdisc copy of Toy Story, and this one I think maybe no, it's an NTSC version. I can't wait to see the quality of this on Laserdisc. That should be interesting. Okay, more Steven Seagal, Nico Above the Law. I believe this to be his first film that he did. The sixth degree Aikido black belt that he was at the time. Here we go, Corolco Home Video, Air America. I've actually really liked this one. I haven't watched it very often. I don't actually have. I'm not sure if I've actually got a VHS or a beta version of this. But it's great to have it on Laserdisc anyway. Fantastic. Can't wait to watch that one again. Now here's one for you guys into the horror. This is one I personally like as well. It's not a great, it's not a brilliant horror film, but it's just got enough about it that makes it worthwhile. And this one is actually a PAL Laserdisc that was actually manufactured for sale in Australia, strictly for use in Australia and New Zealand. But of course, honestly, this is my first ever Australian released, Australian New Zealand only Laserdisc, and it's still wrapped up. It hasn't been opened or anything yet, so it should be mint absolutely mint. And Total Recall. Now it will be interesting to find out if this is the R-rated version. I've got the R-rated RCA Columbia Hoyts VHS release. Now I'm not sure what it says on here. I'll try and find out. Yes, it is the R-rated version. Very good. There was an M-rated version that was on VHS, but that was they also released an R-rated version. Okay, so that's those. I've also got another copy of Die Hard. I've got now 2 copies of Die Hard 1. Okay, there's the widescreen one I got the re-release, and here is the original CBS Fox job from 87-88. So we move along. More stuff from Steven Seagal on Deadly Ground. Let's move him over here. This is not one of his better ones, in my personal opinion. I only watched this once. Should be good to see that again. Good old On the Deadly Ground. Now, The Abyss. This is my second copy of The Abyss, but it's actually, well, it's my second one, but it's actually, excuse me, but it's actually the widescreen edition of the original version. This one here is actually the long version, the director's cut, but it's in pan and scan, not widescreen, so that's life, I guess. Put that there. Now let's quickly scroll through while I've got about 2 or 3 minutes left and show you what else is there. And I'll start playing some of these for you guys to watch, the intros and all that of, in days to come. Okay, laser video disc of Ghostbusters 2. Terminator 2, just the standard version. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, which is, I think it's a gatefold. Here is the deluxe letterbox edition of A Fistful of Dollars, and for a few dollars more. That's a gatefold. Another copy of the Terminator, this is the only release ever of the Terminator on Laserdisc. It's the only one that was ever done, and it is widescreen, but the print quality is a bit average compared to DVDs and Blu-rays, of course. Some UFO disc, the UFO documentary, Battlestar Galactica, an analog sound video disc, Star Trek 3, Alice in Wonderland, Octopussy, deluxe letterbox. This is I like these MGM UA releases. This is a gatefold. A Few Good Men, that's a gatefold as well. Hand That Rocks the Cradle, there you go. Bodyguard. Falling Down, Michael Douglas. Fire in the Sky, excellent film. Michael Bolton, forget about that crap. Sniper, there you go. Roger Rabbit, what a cool film. Widescreen, quite a lot of Walt Disney's in here too. Darkman, Hudson Hawk, Free Jack with Rene Russo, Universal Soldier, Revenge. Another year, don't care about that. Another copy of Ace Ventura, I've already got one. Another copy of Blue Thunder, I've already got one. Eternal Affairs, that's a good flick. Saw that at the cinema years ago. Groundhog Day, animated version of 101 Dalmatians. 9.5 Weeks, which I've never seen, I was too young at the time. George Michael. Fully restored Little Mermaid. Robin Hood. Stacks of Walt Disney's here. Look at that. Look at this. DTS version of Hunchback of Notre Dame. DTS being the digital theatre system sound, whatever you call it. There weren't too many DTS discs done, and the sound is tremendous. Pocahontas, Snow White, Anastasia, Sleeping Beauty, Ben-Hur, another 48 Hours, Pretty Woman, Dick Tracy, Hercules, Robin Hood, Cinderella, Sword in the Stone, Pinocchio, Aladdin in THX CAV, Fantasia, Peter Pan, Jungle Book, love that, No End to Run, Another You Again, Top Gun again, Basic Instinct, Death Warrant, Black Rain, Rising Sun, Aliens, Titanic, Volcano DTS, which is awesome, and those two there. There you go.